Well, congratulations, Anthony. You must be delighted with the result and the performance too.
Yeah, we were. I think coming into this game, we're on the back of 2 losses. The squad have reacted well to those setbacks and disappointments so far, and to put in the performance we did, and it was a thoroughly deserved 4-1 win, I thought. We sort of went in at half-time 2-1 with them scoring a fantastic goal really just before half-time, and we probably ended up being closer than what I thought it should have been at half-time. But to get the goal straight after half-time, we did say to the players, go and get that 3rd goal, be positive, and they really were positive. It was probably a tight first 15 minutes, but once we got the ball down and passed it, I thought we really passed it well today and got it into those sort of front 4 players, 3 or 4 players. We looked a threat and scored 4 what I'd say would be really good goals.
Yeah, as you say, 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers, and the second goal in particular I thought was special. That interplay between Banton and Ferdinand was superb.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jason's come in and done really well today. He did well against Wrexham too, but to have his quality on the ball in there, they're the sort of things he can do, and it was pleasing for Kane as well with his forward running today. I thought it was very, very impressive. So yeah, the second goal was good, but then good to see Bobson come off the bench and impact as well, and score a great goal. But then also Charlie to get on the score sheet too from a cross and a finish was really pleasing.
And Jason Banton, you decided to start with him today. Was that an easy decision to make, or were you still thinking, well, actually maybe we should save him for later in the game when teams get tired?
It was a tough one because he's worked really hard pre-season and during the season with the physio PJ, and they've been getting him fit and doing a great job on him. We weren't 100% sure whether physically he could start, but considering he came on against Wrexham and did so well, I thought it was worth the gamble to start him. And he got through the 45 minutes and was quite physically tired, and he's still got a lot of work to do with his fitness because he hasn't played for a while. But I think to see his quality today was really pleasing, and he's got a really good attitude and worked hard, so we're pleased with him.
And as you say, that was a wonder strike, wasn't it, from Torquay just before half-time. Did that sort of change the team talk at all? Was the mood in the dressing room still upbeat?
Yeah, no, it didn't change the team talk, apart from the first thing we said to the team, myself and Jason Goodlift, was that, look, you can't really control that goal because it was such a good strike and a good goal. I mean, we defended the set play well, we headed it out well, Richie got a good header on it, but it just fell to an unfortunate area, and if he puts it in from that sort of distance in the corner, there's not much you can do. So we said no, it was a really positive talk, and said be aggressive and go and get the 3rd goal in the game, and to do that straight after half time, I think it was maybe 5 minutes after half time, was really pleasing.
And Bobson came on. That's the first time really that he's been rested.
Yeah.
And he made a point, didn't he? Because again, a fantastic strike.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was really important that all 3 players who come on, Louis Ramsey, Jamie Philpott and Bobson, showed a good attitude to that. I mean, Bobson could have been disappointed because he hadn't started. It was the first time, as you say, in 6 games he hadn't started. But you need the players to really be in it together and come on in a short. Yeah, he showed a really good spirit for the team to come on and work hard first and foremost, but then also to get what looked like a really good goal.
And talking of hard work, Innie, who cops a little bit of stick, I think it's fair to say, but he worked so hard today, didn't he? He ran the channels, and I think sometimes it's very easy to forget that given the formation you play, he's often the lone front man, and particularly if the wide players don't get up to support, he's there doing battle often with 4 defenders.
Well, I thought Innie probably today had one of his best games apart from score. I thought he held the ball up well, his touch was good, physically he was very good against the 2 centre-halves, and you're right, he did work all game. I thought he was unlucky not to score, and I feel for him as a striker that you don't get your goal with such a performance like that, but the fact that he really occupied the 2 centre-halves gave the others a platform to play. I think that Jason got on it, Kane could play, and also Joe Ward and Bobson when he come on, because of Innie's good work and sacrifice for the team. So I was really pleased with him that he put that performance in.
And good to see Joe Ward as well, sparkling again and looking confident on the ball and wanting to take his man on.
Yeah, I think sometimes we've got to understand that physically with all the games, when the players who have played every game, I think Joe started every game, it's physically tiring and it is hard work to play at the tempo that we want to play to. So we've got to take that into consideration, especially those forward players, the ones who are quick and sharp. It's difficult for them to be performing at their maximum all the time. But look, there's no doubt Joe's a good player, and I thought he was very effective today and put some good crosses in.
And obviously you're a young manager, this is your first senior role. Obviously a couple of losses coming into this game and looking at the Torquay game and probably thinking, well, that's one we should win. Did you feel the pressure?
Yeah, I mean, I think probably the team felt the pressure as well. You never want to lose 2 games in a row. We want to do well at home. I thought we played well at home previously before that, and to win 3 out of 4 games was really important for us. We talked at the start of the season about making this a difficult place to come. and we really want to make that there. So yeah, I think in every game there's pressure, that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to perform and play good football, and I thought we really did that today. So yeah, we've got high standards for ourselves and the squad, so there's a lot of pressure from us, I think.
And after 7 games, you've got 9 points on the board.
Yeah.
You must be reasonably satisfied with that tally so far.
Yeah, I mean, we knew the target that we wanted to set ourselves before the start of the season. I think when you look at it, the games were very tough, especially away from home. This was probably the first game today where we'd have been favourites to win the game. So it was pleasing to put in the performance we did, seeing we were favourites. But yeah, I think when you look at 9 points, probably not a lot of teams or fans maybe would have thought that we got that amount of points in the first 7 games. But we're pleased with that, but we know we've got a lot of work to do. We've still got heaps of work to do on the training pitch, and we can get a lot better. Next
up, Macclesfield away. Never a happy hunting ground really for Woking, a difficult place to go.
Yeah, another difficult away trip for us, just to add to the difficult ones we've had already. But yeah, it gives us a lot of confidence, obviously, the performance today. And we want to start picking points up away from home and working hard and being hard to beat away from home, and taking our chances in games away from home. So it's nice that we've got a few days of sort of recovery now and rest, and we'll be preparing for that game.
Lovely. Thank you very much for your time, as ever.
Thank you. Cheers.